Greetings, I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. For this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we have a bunch of astrological transits occurring, but none of them are super significantly major. However, as usual, I have all the information in the description box down below. So please do not forget to check that out if you're a little lost during these rune reading videos. Now, thank you to everyone who hung in there with me this last week while I recovered from illness. Hopefully that major rune reading that I did last week for the collective suffice, but for now, let's get back into the rhythm and the flow of your zodiac weekly divinely guided rune reading. Here we go. Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in and get your rune for the past. Right away, we have Othala. This is the rune of legacy, inheritance, income. You could have had a windfall recently, an actual inheritance, something left behind for you. Whether this is something tangible like money or land, it's left to your interpretation, really. This could be something like a paradigm shift as well, or some very sage advice or very good lesson from your ancestor. Regardless, though, this is the energetic past of looking at your legacy, where your foundations are, where you're building that stable structure, that you're building your stable foundation you're building your structure on, is what I meant to say. So taking what resonates, leaving what doesn't here, Taurus, this is really having us in our introspection or even that noticing that we need to maybe repair the foundation, patch it up, or just strengthen it, grow the foundation, or even simply move it. Could have had for lack of a better word, natural disaster or tower moment here in your recent past before this, where you're actually needing to rebuild a lot of this. So taking what resonates, please leave what doesn't. We'll get a lot more clarity as the runes tell the story here this week for you. This rune wanted to come out for your energetic now. Yeah, learning a lot of lessons. This is the rune Yera. Yera it's about the year. This is an irreversible rune. Yera means year. It's the circle of everything. It's the changing of the seasons, what comes around again every year, right? That harvest, this is indicative of the harvest. This is like at the end of the year when we do make a harvest, the conclusion making a beginning, the beginning making a conclusion simultaneously. So when we're in the harvest energy, we're looking at, okay, did I plant enough seeds? Did I nurture them enough? Did I provide enough security for them? Do I have enough in my harvest to last through this next winter, this next energetic phase? Do I need to adjust tactic next time I plant seeds for my energetic harvest? So this is a lot of evaluation, a lot of learning lessons, the feeling like you're in a pause or a standstill, but still learning like a lot of things, probably centered around your family and your home life. You're getting a lot of aha moments, is what I'm saying, or maybe even seeing the fruits of what you've invested through your legacy, the structure that you've been working on building, your inheritance, your legacy, right? Seeing some of the fruits of that labor start to finally show itself. With the Mercury direct, we're kind of a little iffy with all that retrograde energy, but a very key component stationing direct here recently has us a lot more in our mental quote-unquote normality, so you can kind of discern for yourself these lessons that you're learning about legacy, family, your foundations, where you are going from here. Because now is really the only time that matters. If you're dwelling too much on the past or the future, it takes away from the creative energies of the now. So right now you're in your harvest energies. You're really dwelling on a lot of this. in your near future, you're going to be out of that stagnant energy. Well, maybe not even stagnant. This can still be productive. You're going to be moving, though, in your near future. This is theoresis. This is very thorough, dedicated movement. So you've in looking at this, you've probably learned something that was very much a driving force for you to either build, destroy, or protect. Now, theoresis is a lot of times called the thorn in the younger Futhark. I do the elder Futhark interpretations, not the Tolkien runes, but the runes pre-Tolkien. So this I look at it as like Thor's hammer or giant or whatever you want to do. That's fine. It still is the same thing. It's being thorough with your energy, right? We want to pull out a thorn all the way. You want to risk infection. You need to summit the mountain or this giant hill fully, or you will never make it down the other side. Now with Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, that lightning quick strike, that thorough action, that's what a lot of readers interpret it as more often. Where, again, the hammer can build, destroy, or can protect. This is that just energy, that righteous energy, where it's very now, it's very driven, it's very focused. And again, it's to what end you make of it. So your intention through this is everything. What's the influence of the energetic now? Manas, yeah, your place in the world, other clan flags, looking. So this is why I see other clan flags. So this is one clan flag of Wunjo versus, or seeing another Wunjo, another clan flag in itself. So this is like the rune of mankind, knowing your place in the community, in the collective, and looking at adding or opposing additional energies. But definitely this incites a definition, or maybe not even the need for a definition, but it very much has us into our labels and aspects of the ways we've. So definitely in your heads, Tauruses, definitely getting that overthinking energy from you for this. This is very much feeling like you're hitting the record on repeat, but you're doing so with the purpose. Like a spiral, you know you're zeroing in on your mark, and you're going to get there eventually. Now, is a definition even needed here? You're under this influence of needing one, or having this other energy inviting you along with it. Do you join that energy? Do you not? You're in this harvest right now. You've made it this far without. So what do you do now? Let's get your rune for advice right now. What's your advice? Listen to the communication. Observe. Still, you're very much in your learning lessons mode here, Taurus. But Amzus is the rune of communication. So definitely talk about it. Talk about it in healthy ways. Bounce your ideas off of divine. Meditate about it. This is indicative of divine downloads, prophetic dream work, all your clairs working better for you, meditation working easier, premonition dreams, and all the clairs, I mean like claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all of that stuff. It could be you learning a new spiritual gift, adding that to your life. So say yes to that download that you're getting, because this download will be a determination on what direction you're going to move based on the lessons that you've learned, and if you want to include this new energy in with you, Taurus. So stagnancy can be a fickle mistress. You can get used to it, and it can be interesting taking that next step out the front door. What do you have to look forward to in the outcome for all of this, Taurus? The outcome for all this is Isa, the rune of ice. Now, ice is clarity. It is rest. It is also stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons. Take what resonates, please, and leave what doesn't. In your outcome, though, I see this as more rigidity, firmness, dedication to your path, a chance for rest. It seems like maybe this harvest energy and all this thinking has gotten you really tired. So this could actually be helping protect or actually repair that foundation. So this is still very much supposed to be a recharging situation here for you, where you come out of this either more dedicated and clear with your clarity, with the ice over the deep water, right? How you come purified and clearer. You can see down into the depths and you can see everything for what it is a lot more better. Or you have this opportunity to repeat life lessons. We all have this opportunity to repeat life lessons until they're learned. If we learn from them, if we look at this in a negative way, yeah, we're going to be back here. So I would say have faith in yourself, have faith in divine source, right? And if you have a doubt, give your doubts over to your divine source, whatever you're praying or meditating to. Ask for that guidance and you will get it. And I think you'll get it through the advice of another clan member. And through that, the direction you can take, the intent that you have behind it will determine what Isa is for you in your outcome. So this is going to be a rewarding kind of a pause and rest where you get to protect your legacy and adopt this new spiritual gift, right? And nurture that. Or you can slip on the ice, have your blinders on, repeat life lessons, and not adapt any of that new energy, not be open to communication, right? And slip on that ice and repeat life lessons. So either way you look at it, Taurus, you could use this as an opportunity to get quote unquote energetically ahead in your life, or refine and relearn, reevaluate, and definitely make sure that you're learning these lessons. All right, let's get an oracle card for clarity. These are handmade single word oracle cards, messages from Divine that are divinely guided for you, Taurus. So Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Taurus need to hear for this week? What one word message of clarity does Taurus need to hear? Magic. Yeah, believe in the magic, Taurus. You're overthinking your own self is what's going to get in the way of the magic, the manifestation abilities, the crystal clarity, the receiving new spiritual gifts, the whole magic that is you. So thinking too much about the future, too much about the past will rob you of the now. Be open to the magic. Those who don't believe in it never receive it anyway. So be open to it. Why not? Namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.